And like I said, I meant it. I cry for the babies. I cry so hard, and this is real emotion, real tears, real drama. I'm not sure why I conflict with other people, and I'm not sure that child is hard to explain. That in the world that we live in, okay, nothing is promised, nothing is guaranteed. Science itself is so severely broken. You know, one minute I'm the person I am, and the next thing you know, it's like I'm laying in, somehow my brain got inside somebody else's body, okay, or someone's brain got inside of my body. The thing is that everything changes so easily in the world that we live in. Science can be altered all kind of different ways, but obviously, even though we're coming through so many trials and tribulations, I obviously wanted this moment to tell you how I truly feel about, because I may never get it ever again in eternity. I may never have this opportunity in eternity. So I'm giving it to you now. I'm coming at you now to tell you exactly how I truly feel. And the truth is that I cry so hard. Okay, I cry so hard that I don't know how to explain it. It's everywhere. It's not just my body. It's it's all throughout my spirit, my body. But I cry so hard. I get so emotional. My head literally just turns into, it literally pops open and just explodes right in front of everybody. I don't know how to explain it. It's the emotion. It consumes me. It takes over me. It corrupts my mind. It controls me. You know, a very strong state of sadness and depression, and I'm overly overwhelmed with emotion, and all of it is just a very, very emotional experience when it comes to these babies. You know, words can't explain that. I feel inevitably, you know, endlessly sorry. Words can't describe it. I so much dramatic emotion conflicting with me and these babies, and it's real emotion. It's just it's a natural feeling. It's a natural feeling of attachment that every father has to his child, to anyone would have to a baby. It's just a very natural feeling, and I mean, it's very painful. I can't. You guys don't know exactly. It literally, it's emotional, but it literally becomes physical. You know, physical. I don't know how to explain it. It's like literally your head explodes. Literally, my head explodes. Like literally, if you ever seen someone beaten to death, and their head is so giant, they have this giant swelling on their head, like that is literally bigger than the emergency room itself, and it's all because of swelling. They have to literally take that apart. That's literally how my head looks when I become over emotionally overwhelmed. Like, you've never seen anything like that, but guess what? That's literally that's literally what, I mean, you don't just, it's not an emotion that you can't see. It's like, you can literally see the emotion because my head literally swells up like that when I get emotional. It's not physical, but it's so emotional that it becomes physical, and I put I guess on it. And it's a rare case scenario because they don't have that in real life. But guess what? I'm the only person probably ever, to the end of eternity, who will ever have, before end to the end. So before eternity and after eternity, guess what? I'll probably be the only person. Well, I am the only person who has ever in history had such an emotional breakdown like that. One time I got so emotional. I was sitting in my doctor's office, and understand this, I got so emotional. Okay, just, it wasn't really fear itself. I understood. I have these ways of guessing things. Okay, I've always had this way since I was a little child, and I know something isn't right. And I think what I was trying to identify in that moment was pain, torment. You know, because you know how people wear a mask. They do that. They wear a mask. You know how people don't really act their true self. They're forced to learn how to cope with reality and learn how to cope with the real world. So they're forced to do things that, you know, they're forced to learn how to act a certain way or be a certain way. And so they're really able to disguise themselves as ordinary people when they're not. And I think when I was in that doctor's office, I was identifying the fact I literally died and came back to life. Guess what? That's literally how painful it is. It's like if you could die a million times and come back to life each time, and it's a very painful experience each time. It's not a pain-free. And I put a guess on it. That's literally what I did in that doctor's office. Literally. I passed out from so much pain. I don't know, but I think I was identifying that in that moment. I was identifying every personal issue that I had dealt with babies, and I put I guess on us with babies, and you know, I identify with so many tortures, and I think the number one that was probably really getting to me was babies, and literally when I was in that doctor's office, my head, guess what? It physically it was like something was literally gripping it, okay, but it was emotionally. It was more of an emotionally dramatizing experience. It's not physical. It's just me talking from the inside out. And my head was swelling. It was exploding. And I literally died and came back to life. Guess what? I died and came back to life on that day. And people don't understand that I get very emotional, okay? And I put I guess on that. I get very emotional. And there's no one else like me, okay? There's people bluff it. Okay, they tell you about it, but guess what? I'm the first person to do it in real life. And I put I guess on that. I'm the first to do it in real life. Okay? So forget what other people tell you. They claim they love their kids, but they don't put the emotion into it that I do. Okay? And I put I guess on that. Bye.